Welcome to another drawing challenge. As the summer draws nearer and nearer to a close, I am happy to say that where the monster lair resides, we have finally been inundated with cicadas. Yes, they have been crawling out of the ground and removing their nymphal shell to spread their winged glory and their cosmic songs. So, being inspired by that, I thought I would draw a cicada kaiju for you. What do you think of that? Does that tune suit you? Well, here is my time-telling device, and we shall begin. And here we go. So, what are your thoughts on the good old cicada? Do you enjoy them? Do they annoy you? Do they terrify you? And do you live in an area that has been affected by them at all? Now, of course, there are many different species of cicadas, and they have somewhat different approaches to the old tradition. I mean, we always talk about the 17-year cicadas and how they come out every 17 years and cause panic and pandemonium and all that sort of thing. But there are many other cicadas that do not necessarily follow this 17-year pattern. So, to some extent, where cicadas live, you may well see them every single year. It's just that some broods are more hardy and vast than others. And more to the point, even within that sort of 17-year sort of clade, different batches can be laid at different times. So while one is waiting for its 17th year, another one may be just about done in a year or two. So there will be overlap. And I'm not sure about you, but for me, every time they do appear, I think it's quite an event. Quite fun. Let's see. I'm going to get crazy with that straw. You have that big sort of beaky straw to suck sap from. And I think that is the other thing about cicadas, is when they appear, although they are noisy and they are loud, they are legendary for being among the loudest animals of all, and quite probably the loudest insect in the entire world. So it's always nice to be near something that is sort of a record breaker in a sense. While they can hatch and be numerous, at least around these parts, they seem to do very little major damage. They just are there. They're ever present. Perhaps they're a little hard to avoid in a sense, but they are non-biting, non-stinging, non-venomous. So I think they're a pretty nice neighbor to have. Let's see. I suppose I'm making this almost too traditional, considering I'm supposed to make it into a kaiju. You know what? Let's do something crazy. Let's give this monstrous cicada the Black Widow's hourglass to make it stand out. So when you're creating monsters, you have to do that. You have to find ways to make things a little more monstrous than they really are. Exaggerate, right? So add a little shade, a little heft. All right, some membranes to those wings. And then, before this is over, I hope to have time to add a little slice of color. So here we go. Shade that little straw, that little built-in straw. Could you imagine having a built-in straw as a part of your mouth? essentially living on an all liquid diet. So I'm going to make those eyes nice and bright red. I love seeing those red cicada eyes. And then add a little orange to the limbs. There we go. Not bad, not bad. And the big old thigh leg down there. All right. So let's continue to darken this to really. Uh-oh. That is time. Well, here is my cicada monster. And what do you think? Did you enjoy that, or was that a lot of noise? Well, what are some other insects that make you think of the summer? To me, cicadas are just sort of the sound of summer in a sense, so I appreciate when they come by. It is a little sad when they go because it also means that the season is nearing its end as well. So, yeah. Tell me, what are some other insects you would like to see monsterized? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this drawing challenge, won't you please click that like button and toll that bell so you can be ready, willing, and salivating for the very next drawing challenge. Stay monstrous.